Okay, so there's a thunderstorm over there to my south. That's looking southeast. That's looking due south. Yeah, you saw that. There's a storm off the coast that's special marine warned for large hail. 34 knots and greater winds 34 knots or greater, and large hail. There's a couple of severe thunderstorms actually to my southwest, though they're moving instead of coming this. Okay, finally I was able to resume the live stream. I had an issue with my internet connection. Like how? I mean, I have freaking Verizon. You know, this stuff shouldn't be happening. Because I have 3 bars. You know, there's some lightning over there from a special marine warning storm. I checked the velocities, the wind speeds. There is some pretty strong winds. There's some downbursts from it. Small hail. I would say about nickel-sized hail from it, or smaller hail, probably up to nickel size based on the reflectivities that I've seen. So the special marine warning is for areas from 20 to 40 nautical miles south of Fire Island Inlet to Moriches Inlet. So Fire Island Inlet to Moriches Point Inlet, out 40 nautical miles. So that's about, yeah. I just saw some lightning over there. I just saw like some, like in the clouds. I actually saw some, like the actual cloud. Like what I've been seeing mostly over there has been heat lightning, but I saw actual lightning, like from like the cloud lighting up itself. So that is facing southeast. That's facing southeast. And that's the cloud that just produced some of the rain that just came over. I'm going to check the radar one more time. Um, check the radar one more time. Yeah, I'm going to go. Hold on. Ooh, that was a nice one. That was pretty bright. Let me check the radar one more time. Well, big cell just formed. Well, that was quick. Big cell just formed right to my west. I haven't seen any lightning from it. Like I haven't seen any lightning over there. But there's a really impressive cell that's coming in that just literally formed in the past few minutes. And it's drizzling just a little. There's like a really, really light drizzle coming down right now. But the cell would be like towards there, because that's west. This is facing west-northwest. So that's the storm over there. Actually, the special marine warning storm is actually over in that direction. The one that was coming from the cloud was actually the special marine warning. That cell over there is actually not special marine warned, because that is facing due south or southeast. Yeah, that is not a special marine warning storm. The one to my west just blew up in the past few minutes. There's a star right there. Um, of course, it's not conditions are not favorable for viewing Neowise tonight. So right now I'm facing south, southeast. Actually, this is due south. This is actually facing almost due southeast. Let me check the lightning maps one more time. Just gonna see where where the lightning is coming from. We just saw a little bit in the cloud. You just probably saw the top of the cloud there. That cell is not special marine warned. It doesn't have wind with it. There's some alto cumulus there. There's some cumulus fractus there. More cumulus fractus, or just cumulus. I mean, it is nighttime, but there is a lot of convection going on. Even though it's night, there is a lot of convection because the air is so unstable. There's actually a cool pocket aloft. And because the air has been so unstable and humid, even though the sun has gone down, we're having a lot of instability right now. Had this been day right now, we would be having severe weather right now. I mean, they canceled the severe thunderstorm watch. They have. But there are still some severe thunderstorms in the area. And I have to be going to bed soon because I have work early in the morning. But some of the models have been showing that there might be thunderstorms, especially the HRRR has been showing thunderstorms when I'm supposed to be working in Long Island, so that might not be good. So the tomorrow morning might be kind of stormy. I mean, I did travel all the way to Poughkeepsie today. To be honest, I kind of like Poughkeepsie. I mean, I might go up there again. I mean, just saw a convoy, not a military convoy, civilian convoy of oversized loads. They're just down the street right now. There. Let's see if I can see those blinking lights still. They're all the way down there. See them? That's the oversized load truck right there. Yep, it just vanished. Okay, there's no cars. So the thunderstorm, it pulsed and collapsed basically. Ironically, the storms that are off the coast are actually really intense. But the thunderstorm did produce some lightning. The one in New Jersey, I checked lightning maps. There is some lightning from it. And the storm that is special marine warned is actually over there. But that storm is about to be special marine warned. There's some hail cores that are starting to develop in that cell. So, yeah, there's likely going to be some pretty interesting weather here for the next hour or so. I don't know if that cell that's in New Jersey is going to continue to weaken or is going to pulse back up, because here in the city we haven't got much rain today. I don't want this probably came down during the tropical storm, and that probably came down during yesterday's storms, the ones I missed. Well, the one I saw in Port Jeff. Yep, I just saw something flashing over there. That's the one. Hold on, let me see. So a couple of flashes, and that's looking west-southwest. Yeah, I just had to reset the internet again. I turned on and then turned off airplane mode. The cell that is coming my direction, let me see. Yeah, it looks like that's where it's coming from, because that's more due west. It's still about 10 miles to my west. So the tops of the storm, that might be it right over there. That might be the tops of the storm. Yeah, I'm seeing lightning. I just saw it from over there. That's looking southwest. That's probably the storm that is in, that could be from the storm that's off to my southeast. Kind of just like illuminating but it could also be from that. Because I'm also seeing some flashes over there. So, like, kind of like behind the building. Yeah, there are some flashes over there, but I believe they could be a reflectory flashes from over there. So let me check. Like refractory flashes. Yep, very bright over there. So what I'm likely seeing is the light is being refracted like that. So it's like being bounced off of like the sky. So it's actually from behind. From behind me, I just saw some really bright lightning. So it looks like that was the thunderhead. That was a thunderhead a few minutes ago. Not seeing any lightning coming from it, so yeah, it looks like it collapsed already. I mean, I don't know if there's another tower rising up within it, but very likely there's not. Let me check a radar. A couple minutes, there have been some new cells that just, well, yeah, the air is really unstable. There's literally new cells that have just formed in the last couple minutes. To my southwest. So basically, in that direction over there, there's been just new cells just blew up. Like they just blew up. They're not coming in my direction. Like they're gonna clip Southern Brooklyn, JFK Airport. Those areas are gonna get hit pretty hard by those storms. And yeah, and there's lightning coming from them. They literally formed just a couple minutes ago. When I'm checking the TDWR, I mean, the Mount Holly radar on Tilt 1, they're only showing a few specks on the radar. But when I was looking at the Upton radar, at Tilt 1, which shows a higher angle because it's further away, shows very heavy precip. And even on Tilt 4, it's showing tops of over 30,000 feet. So these storms are basically coming in like that. They're moving that way. They're coming in from the west, southwest to the east, northeast. So, but because they're to my southeast, they're not going to hit me. I mean, at least not the new cell that just developed. I mean, there might be some more along it. Like there might be some more cells that will develop, but I mean, Queens didn't get anything today. I mean, only thing I saw today was some downpours in Poughkeepsie. Basically moderate to heavy rain in Poughkeepsie. That's all I basically saw today. That's the new cells that are developing. Look. So most of the lightning, most of it, if not all of it, is from the southwest to my southeast. So you could say to my south, but they're not directly south of me. The storms right now are mostly to my southwest, which I was thinking, why is there lightning coming from over there? There wasn't, because a couple minutes ago, there weren't any storms in like north central New Jersey. And what do you know? There they are. There's lightning over there now. Those cells literally just blew up, and like just in the past few minutes, they just blew up. They just boom. They just went up. Yeah. I mean, they went up really quick. I mean, they literally went from nothing on radar, not even a blip, to thunderstorms in literally I can say maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, that's rather quick. And there was a cell to my. There's already they're already hailing. They're already hailers. They're already producing hail. I just saw some hail cores on radar from those storms over there. They haven't been warned yet, but they're likely going to be in the next 10, 15 minutes. If they don't collapse, they're going to be warned. Yeah. The one that is the most intense is actually right there. It's like looking south southwest, so that's looking due south. So the most intense cell that I'm observing is right over there. And it's not one cell, it's actually a cluster. They just blew up like out of nowhere. They just went from nothing to just big, huge thunderstorms with tops over 30,000 feet in just like 10, 15 minutes. And it's not one cell, it's like a whole cluster. It's like this is an entire cluster. And I'm looking towards the west, and there is some more stuff developing. So I think before the night is through, New York City is going to get hit by some pretty intense storms. And I mean, yeah, the models did show that New York City was going to get some storms tonight. I mean, I didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way there's no way there's going to be storms in the city at night, because New York City is, well, the sun went down, but based on how humid it is, yeah, and how unstable the air is, I think the models were right. Yeah, they were actually right that there's going to be some storms even through the morning. I mean, I have my weather radio handy, so if I hear it going, it means there's probably a warning being issued. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm actually woken up by, not by thunder, but by my no weather radio going off. Probably won't be woken up by thunder, because I still think I'm not going to get any storms, but you never know. I'm going to look on the radar one more time. First, let me see some lightning. I want to see some good bolts. No, like not a little flash. Like I want to see maybe a bolt or so. That's a tower developing. That's a developing tower. Yeah, that's looking to my south. That's probably a new cell that just developed. Yeah. That's a new tower going up. That's probably going to impact Brooklyn. More lightning. Ooh. That's about to produce some lightning too, so yeah. We are having a whole bunch of storms right now forming. Ooh, there's lightning over there. That's a new cell. I mean, those storms are like they just blew up. There's no warnings on them as of yet. I mean, considering these are nighttime storms, these are nighttime convection storms. I just saw some stuff over there, but that's probably some of the refractory stuff from the storms to my southwest. There's nothing heading into the city. Like there's nothing coming from me, from my area. But I wouldn't be surprised if some now. Those storms are now prolific lightning producers. Okay. Now that it's so late, I am now headed home, as those storms are now basically missing me. But the reason I'm going home is because it's actually really late. But those cells have literally formed out of nowhere. I mean, there was kind of a gust front that went through, kind of, but like barely noticeable. And like, it's still really hot and humid outside. And I think because of that, I think New York City might get some thunderstorms. I mean, that cell is producing a lot of lightning, like a lot of lightning. about 40 strikes a minute for storms in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So I believe a severe thunderstorm warning will very likely be issued for those cells. There's a lot of hail with those storms. I saw several hail cores, so there's probably going to be either a severe thunderstorm warning or a flash flood warning. I mean, those storms are just training. They went from nothing to just solid. I mean, how does the air feel right now? Basically, it's just extremely humid, like really, really humid. Like I'm sweating outside. Like I don't feel hot, but I'm sweating because of how darn humid it is outside right now. And yeah, there's a lot of instability. Though it's not hot outside. It's in the 70s. I'll say it's mid 70s, mid to upper 70s right now. The air is really humid. Like the dew point right now, I would say is in the 70s. Temps are in the 70s. Dew points are in the 70s, or maybe upper 60s. Just zoom in just a little bit. Actually not.